Alright, so kind of an off-topic vlog. Well, you can't really call this a vlog, but this is after commentary. All right, so this isn't live commentary, whatever. This is just me doing commentary after. I did want to touch on something of a rather important topic, and that is digital distribution. Now, a lot of people are saying that by the end of the next generation, we are all as gamers just going to naturally download our games, and going to the store and picking up digital copies is no longer going to be the norm. And we can see that happen to a lot of other forms of media out there. For example, music. I don't even buy CDs anymore. Like, I just download them onto my phone or my computer or whatever. I just download and purchase music off of, iTunes, Amazon, and whatnot. I don't go to the store and buy CDs anymore. And it's funny because for games, I have a totally different viewpoint on that. For games, I really don't like downloading them, and it's not because my internet connection can handle it. Actually, my internet connection is fast. Whether I choose to download a game or go to the store and buy it wouldn't even matter because my connection is perfectly fine. But I like holding the physical copy in my hand. I like going to the store at 10 in the morning, picking up my game, and being able to put the CD into my console or even my PC. I like doing that. A lot of people question, hey, why don't you go out and buy more PC games? It seems like, you don't really go out and just buy, a lot of PC games. And why is that? And the question is it because a lot of PC games that come out these days are digital downloads only, and I like having the physical copy in my hand. So in that case, I would much rather get it on my console where I know I can actually hold the case, hold the disc, hold the two-page pamphlet that they call a manual these days. I like that. So I wanted to touch on the topic. I made a short list here. Actually, it's kind of long, but I made a list here of a lot of very important points of how to make digital distribution attractive. All right, Microsoft, listen up, because if I know, we all know that Microsoft with the Xbox One, they really want it to be a digital only future, and they're really pushing that. Like, hey, look, you can trade your games digitally and all this kind of stuff, and those were cool concepts. Obviously, the console is very different once they change their policies. We don't know if they're going to change that back because everyone's having that petition online. We have no idea what Microsoft is doing. But Microsoft, listen up, because if you can touch down on most of these points, or even all of them for that matter, people would switch over to digital downloads in a heartbeat. What I'm going to be explaining in this video, a lot of you guys are pretty much at the standpoint right now of, I would never buy a digital game. But the smart consumer is going to look at what I have, and they're going to basically say, you know what, yeah, I would change over to digital distribution if they actually implemented those ideas. So let's get to work here. The first thing I have is to offer games cheaper. All right, this is something that just should happen anyway. All right, why should I be paying $60 for a digital download? All right, when I can just pay $60 and get the retail packaging? It makes no sense. So offer games at a discounted price from their retail counterparts. All right, let's say digital games are worth $50 brand new, with the additional $10 for retail covering the packaging costs. Hey, if you want to buy your games retail, that's okay, but you're gonna have to pay a little bit more because we have to cover the packaging costs. And that is a smart, strategic way to implement the cheaper price point, saying, hey, look, we're going to offer them retail, but listen, if you want to do that, you're going to have to fork over a little bit more extra cash because we're spending all this money on our packaging, all right, to cover the packaging costs. So digital games should just normally cost $50 compared to their retail counterparts, all right? Offer them at a much lower price because you don't have to sit there and say, all right, now I got to put this on a CD or a Blu-ray disc, and I had to put the manual in there, to put the artwork in there. You don't have to do that with a digital distribution. People just download it off the site. That's it. So that is a very smart way to do that. Next, offer games early, just a little early. All right, let's say that digital games will be released 24 hours ahead from retail. Hey, you want to move over to digital distribution? Okay, come over here. If you order the game digitally through Xbox Live, through PlayStation Network, Steam, or whatever, you can play the game 24 hours before anyone else who buys it retail. That is going to get a lot of people, because imagine all the Call of Duty nerds, they're just going to say, you know what, I could just download Call of Duty and I can play it and get it 24 hours ahead of time, get it ahead of everyone else in the multiplayer. That's what a lot of these guys are going to, that's going to be their mindset. They're all going to just be like, hey, look, I was really anticipating this game. Or imagine even Grand Theft Auto 5. I can't wait for Grand Theft Auto. Oh, I can play it a day early if I download it. Oh, I'm so going to do that. They're going to then move over to digital downloads because they're going to be able to get the games not only cheaper, but early as well. And that is going to... Those two things alone can really help the digital distribution side of gaming right there. It can really make it seem attractive. Just those two things, but I have more, all right? So even though those two things sound good, next thing you have to do is offer the ability to pre-download games before release. Steam does this. If you pre-order a game on Steam, a couple days before it's released, you can do pre-downloading. You can pre-download it, which means that you can download the full game so that it's on your system, and if the release date finally hits, it unlocks the game so you can play it right there. You don't have to wait for it to download on release day. And that is a huge thing. So offer the ability to download the game 48 hours ahead before 48 hours before digitally made available, to decrease the burden of some fellas' slow internet download speeds. All right, because if people have these really, like my best friend, for instance, has like a 7 megabit download speed at his house. All right, if he wants to buy, let's say he buys I don't know, let's say he buys Assassin's Creed 3. All right, it's a 15 gig download. I really don't know how much it is, but it's a 15 gig download. It's gonna take a long time for him to download that game. And if he had to download that thing on release day, that's gonna he probably won't be able to play the game until the following day or even the day after with a connection that slow. So offer the ability to pre-download games. Say, all right, 48 hours you pre-ordered the game, so the game's going to be releasing in 2 days. You can start downloading it now. Then it will unlock itself when it hits the release date. That will be perfect. And that's going to really relieve the burden and the stress on people with slow internet speeds. Like I said, Steam does this and it works really well. And I think if Xbox Live or PlayStation Network can implement the same sort of thing, it can be a really helpful thing. Next up, offer weekend digital download deals. Steam does this, and all these gaming PC websites do this every single weekend, all right? So let's say every Friday to Sunday, offer a deal on a handful of games or series for a competitive price, all right? Like I said, Steam is going, they have their summer sale right now, the Steam summer sale. There are unbeatable prices on there. When you can get a game like Hitman Absolution for $6 freaking bucks, and then you can go to the store and buy it on your Xbox or PlayStation console for $20, it's like you're saving almost 75% there. So, and every Wednesday, let's say every Wednesday you have this thing called the Game Spotlight, all right? Like Steam does this, they call it Midweek Madness. Call it the Game Spotlight, where a AAA semi-new video game series gets marked down half off. So let's say if Xbox Live implements this and they're like, all right, this Wednesday, Gears of War Judgment is marked down to $30 digital download, all right? That would totally make it a much more attractive deal. And like I said, these games, let's just say the game's like a couple months old. Let's say Metro Last Light is now $20 this Wednesday or whatever it is, all right? It was just a couple months after its release, and it's already for this really competitive price. So get these games cheap, all right? Get them out there and offer these deals consistently on a consistent basis. Like I said, every weekend at least, offer deals that are at a competitive price point from the retail counterparts, when you can save 50 to 75, hell, even 90% on some of these games, other than just going to the store. Next up is game license exchange. This idea I have, it's called game license exchange, and this is kind of an idea that Microsoft had, but this would really help for digital distribution. All right, so allow one to get rid of digital games they don't like and download it. Hold on, wait, I completely lost. I'm reading off a list here. So allow one to get rid of digital games they don't like and give the license to someone else, a friend, for instance. So let's say you downloaded Dead Island, but you didn't like it. You can give the license to a friend so that they have a chance to enjoy it. All right, that's kind of like how I would. That's kind of like the trading idea that Microsoft had. But let's say, all right, I just downloaded I'm looking at my game list here. Ghost Recon Future Soldier. I wasn't really feeling it. I like the game, but whatever. I wasn't really feeling it. Oh, my friend doesn't have it. All right, hey buddy, here you can have this game for mine. I don't really want it. So if they can implement something like that, that can make it also really helpful. Just being able to trade your license to some other friend, to another one of your friends. So now it's their game, and they basically get the game for free. That would be really cool. Also, another idea is game gifting. All right, Steam does this, and I have no idea why PlayStation Network or Xbox Live don't do this. They need to do this. So, game gifting is the allowance of purchasing digital games as a gift for a friend. When you go, let's say, that's good. Let's say Crisis 3 or whatever. All right, you can on Steam if you want to buy Crisis. Well, you actually can't download Crisis 3 on Steam, but let's say you want to buy a game on Steam. You have two choices: purchase for myself or purchase for a friend. So you should actually have these choices for Xbox Live or PlayStation Network. If you can download the game, or if let's say it's your friend's birthday or whatever, and you can buy like a cheap, let's say you can buy like Mirror's Edge for like $10, and you can digitally send him the game, and then he would just get a notification on his console or whatever like that, and he can just download the game like right there. That would be really awesome. So allow people to digitally purchase and gift their games to their friends. That would be nice. It would be good. All right, people would be happy with that. So moving on. All right, we're almost done here. Offer digital deluxe editions. Steam does this. Other people need to do it. I actually think a couple. I'm not sure if Xbox Live does this. I'd like to think they do. I'm not really sure. Digital deluxe editions are this. Basically, you can pre-order. Let's say you can pre-order the digital deluxe edition for $60, the same price as the normal edition at retail, but you get some extra DLC content in there. So let's say, oh, you order the digital deluxe edition, you get the soundtrack, you get the first map pack for free, or you get the season pass or whatever for that, and you can get all these extra deals as a digital download for your console. So offer that as well. Like I said, Origin I think does. I think you're doing the same thing with Battlefield 4. If you can order Battlefield 4 normally for whatever the price it is, or you can spend an extra $10 and get the digital deluxe edition, where you can get a lot of extra in-game goodies. So do that. Next up, digital pre-order incentives. Steam does this with a couple other games. Basically, it's kind of like what GameStop does. Pre-order the game, and then you get extra items or even the soundtrack for free. All right. So usually when you go to GameStop and you pre-order your game, you get like a poster or something like that. But if you go on Steam and you can they actually have timestamps like, oh, pre-order the game between this time and this time, and you can unlock these three extra in-game items or cool extra content. So do that. Make it attractive. Make people want to pre-order. Like, oh, Battlefield 4 is available for digital pre-order for $50. Oh, if I order it now, I can get the map pack for free and early. Okay. And then like a week later, oh, cool! I just unlocked a brand new weapon. And then another week later, wow! I just unlocked double XP for the first 2 hours. Awesome. So basically have someone pre-order the game early, and as time passes and they keep their pre-order, they keep getting extra content. Just kind of saying, thank you, you pre-ordered the game, you get this now. Hey, look, your pre-order's still there, we appreciate it, you get this now. The game's almost released, we'd like to give you something else, get this. So that would be really awesome if they just had that. Next is Sony's actually doing this, and I think Microsoft needs to do this as well. Access to any console. Allow us to sign in to any, like I said, Sony's doing this. So what Sony's doing is if you sign into any PlayStation 4, you can access your digital library anywhere. Steam, the same thing. You just download Steam on any computer. You can access your digital library anywhere. You need to do this, Microsoft. You need to be able to have. Let's say I go to my friend's house, and I want to play. What just came out? I'm thinking of a Microsoft game here. I want to play Injustice, all right, but I have it digitally. I can sign into my profile on Xbox, and then I can continue, and I can just download, let's say, a portion of the game, or even play it through the cloud. I think that's what Sony is doing. They're having it play through the cloud. So do that. That would be helpful. That would be nice. That'd be good. People would now want to download their games, because if they can access it anywhere and don't even have to bring anything, that would be cool. People would love that. All right, we're almost done here. Have a store companion app. All right, Microsoft kind of does this with their Xbox Smart Glass, but it isn't as implemented well. Steam does this, but it isn't as, it doesn't have the same features that like the full desktop version of Steam has. But a companion app allow us to download on our Android or iPhone, a device, whatever. Allow us to download an Xbox Marketplace or PlayStation Network app, where we can browse through all the deals on Xbox Live or PSN. We can browse through all the games, and we can actually download games from our smartphone. All right, so be able to browse, purchase, gift, and send digital content to a friend or yourself through an app on your smartphone or tablet. Imagine that, like, oh wow, the new PlayStation Plus update just came out. Oh crap, I get The Last of Us for free? Oh, I'm gonna go download that right now. You take out your smartphone, you click download on your smartphone, it downloads to your PlayStation 3 or 4, whatever, instantly. All right? It starts downloading, it turns the console on, it starts downloading in the background. So by the time you get home from work or school, wherever you are, it's already downloaded, it's already installed, it's already to be played. That would be cool. So, up next. This is actually a cool idea, and I think a lot of people would actually like this, all right, because it gives purpose to achievements and trophies. So my idea is this: achievement and trophy credits. So each achievement or trophy that you earn would be worth a certain amount of credits. Those credits you would use to be able to spend on coupons in the store. For example, you have a 5% off coupon for Xbox Live or whatever, costs 2,500 achievement credits or trophy credits, whatever. So you say, all right, well, my lifetime gamer score is 100,000 gamer points. I have 12,000 trophy or achievement credits. Oh, cool! I can get 5% off on any digital purchase for 2,500. All right, I'll do that. That would add purpose to the achievements. You know what a lot of people would do? A lot of people, I bet you, would go and be completionists all of a sudden. They would completely unlock every single achievement in the game. A lot of people would play the game longer. Each purchase that they make, they would do their best to play it as much as they can and to get all the achievements for it so that they can get discounts on the store. Imagine that, like, oh, 50,000 trophy credits or achievement credits gets you a free download for a game. You didn't even have to pay for it. All you did was play a bunch of games and then be completionists in it. And all of a sudden, you got a free game off of that. So it would give purpose to achievements or trophies. So next up is something else. Microsoft, a lot of people. Let's be honest here, Microsoft. You're not a generous company. I really don't see Microsoft as a generous company. Sony, on the other hand, has done more generous things, but these are corporations. So I can understand if you're saying, whoa, this is way too much to give the consumer. Everything we're doing is at a loss, and there's no way we'll be implementing this. Then do this. Offer a separate membership. Call it Xbox Live Platinum. Make it $100. All right, $100 a year. And for PlayStation, call it PlayStation Plus Premium. All right, whatever you want to call it. Make it $100 a year. All right, because get this, guys, if you buy 10 games a year and you're doing digital releases, you're saving an average of $100 a year, which in turn pays for the service to get those games at a discounted price by itself. It pays them off. It pays itself off, more or less. So if you want to offer like a separate service, Microsoft or Sony, do that, to offer Xbox Live Platinum. $100 a year, you get discounts on all digital games. You also get the digital games early before anyone else. You get deals, exclusive deals every single weekend on these games. You get game gifting, you get digital pre-order incentives, you get access to any console, you get achievement and trophy credits, all this stuff that you would for $100 a year. I mean, I'm sorry. As much as I love my retail packaging, as much as I love going to the store, the smart consumer would say this: I'm buying 15 games a year, 15 times, 15 times 50 would equal $750. All right, if games cost $50, but it's then you do 15 times. I'm bad at math. Hold on. 15 times 60. This is $900. So you'd be saving an average of $150. I would be saving an average of $150 a year if I'm buying 15 games a year. That's $150 a year, which pays off Xbox Live Premium, PlayStation Plus, Platinum, pays it off completely, and then I still have money left over to spend on another digital game. So every single year, I can keep purchasing another game. I can say, all right, next year I'm going to get 16 games a year. Oh, next year I'm going to get 17 games a year. Then the following 18. And sooner or later, I'm buying more games a year because I'm saving up more money, and I'm able to do that without it having impacting my financial, my personal finances and all that stuff. So guys, that is how you make digital distribution attractive. You offer unbeatable deals. You basically for a smart consumer, you make it something that's impossible to resist. This is impossible to resist. The amount of money you're saving and whatever, it's impossible to resist. So, Microsoft, I just hit the microphone. Microsoft, if you want to do that, I'm for hire. All right, you can hire me. I'm fine. I'd be more than willing to help you guys out. Sony, the same thing. If you guys want me to take over your digital distribution, or at least be a consultant on it, I'm more than willing to help. But seriously, you gotta think like this. You can't think like, we'll never get digital distribution because people just want to purchase their games on retail. Oh well. And then you charge people the same price for digital and retail. Because honestly, why should I have to pay the same price as retail if I'm buying a digital version? I don't get to hold the copy. Plus, I don't get to trade the copy in at all. So I should have to be paying less because I'm not giving you guys the extra money for the packaging cost, the retail packaging. So that's it, guys. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Let me know what you think. And would you, if all these ideas were implemented, would you change over to digital distribution? Let me know. I'll talk to you guys later. Have a great day. Goodbye.